game. The Cardinals out of Milwaukee, tied at 2, bottom 3. Bud Smith taken deep to center by Jeffrey Hammond. Center field is Eli Marrero's turf on this day. Nice catch. He'd be shaken up, but he'd stay in the game. Jose Hernandez learned from Jeffrey Hammond's mistake. If you want to send it over Marrero's head, make sure it just leaves the yard. A solo shot, his 3rd of the year. Royster fever, catch it. The Brewers now a perfect 4-0 under interim manager Jerry Royster. Somewhere Bud must be beaming the
against the All-Star Jeff Bagwell, gone. Career homer number 352, moving him past the great Dick Allen into 60th place on the all-time list. 1-0 Astros. Barry Bonds against Dave Malicki. Malicki says he may have pitched a better game this when he's just not sure when. He was sharp. Shinjo, Julio Lugo. Nice scoop by Bagwell. Malicki retired 10 in a row up to this point. Bonds, a streak of reaching base in 58 consecutive games, would come to an end on the Ted Williams shift. Bonds 0 for 3 on the day. Malicki facing Shinjo. Malicki, 13 fly ball outs. He retired the last 19 Giants he faced. The Astros win this one. The Giants entered Sunday's game 11-0 lifetime at what we now know as Astros Field. Malicki pitched 8 innings of 1-hit ball to even his record at 2-2. Bonds' on-base streak would end at 58 games. It's the longest streak by a major leaguer since Mark McGwire reached base in 62 straight games from.
Carl, thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Angels and A's picked this up in the first inning. Tim Salmon off the glove of Corey Lytle. Orlando Palmeiro will come in to score. That's with 2 outs. Made it a 1-0 ball game. Bottom of the second. Eric Chavez deep on Aaron Seeley. Seeley looking for his first win of the season. Chavez has 7 homers on the year. It's a 1-1 game. David Justice draws the walk with 2 on and 2 outs in the 3rd. That's Art Howe baseball. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Chavez at the plate again, and he struck him out. Seeley got him. Seeley escapes the threat. Bottom of the 4th. 2 outs. Ramon Hernandez into foul territory. Scott Spezio laying out. Great diving grab. End of inning. Bottom of the 5th. A's threatening. 2 on, nobody out. Frank Menechino, no. Line drive. Spezio to second. Gets the double play. Next man up is Scott Hatteberg. Hatteberg drills this. Opposite way. That'll do some damage. 2-run shot. Hatteberg. Art Howe taking a 3-1 lead. In the 8th. Angels down 3-2, but no, not anymore. Salmon, line drive base hit, drives in Troy Gloss. It's 3-3. Ben Molina hitting .462 with runners in scoring position. Well, that's numbers getting better. Base hit scores Garrett Anderson. Angels take a 4-3 lead, so that doesn't look good, right? Troy Percival comes on to close it out, but he has his first 2 men on, and look out! Greg Myers drills it. Ball game. That fast. 1 shot, and it's all over that quickly. Percival had a pulled muscle in his side, so he'd been on the DL, but he'd pitched 1 game since coming off the DL. Just didn't have it. First.
Winners of 11 of their last 12 welcome the Rangers back to Safeco, and that meant A-Rod's back in town. Gone. Top of the 1st off Freddie Garcia. 7th on the year. And the fan says, all right, I'm going to throw it back. Oh, there's a little sleight of hand here, Rich.
Oh.
The fan switched the ball that A-Rod hit for an older ball.
Weak.
Oh, busted. Rangers lead 1-0. Top 8, Rangers trail 5-3. 2-minute board, Joel Pinheiro against Mike Lamb. The pitcher's best friend. Double play, Rangers lose 5-3. A-Rod homered twice in the game for the 2nd time this season, and it was his 22nd career multi-home run game. Texas has lost 12 of its last 14 against Seattle.
Breathing, flowing, gas. Soriano. Oh. And Eric Hinsky, who hurt him with the home run on Saturday, is safe at first, and the inning continues. Soriano's 7th error of the season. Now the bases loaded for Raul Mondesi. 3-2. 2 down. Clemens. Hey-ha. That was ball 4. Clemens get the Yanks out of a jam. Don Zimmer. Alfonso, maybe you want to start rubbing my head. All right, bottom 5, 1st and 2nd, still 3-zip. Giambi underneath one. Vernon Wells in center. Bernie Williams starting to swing a little bit better bat now that the shoulders are beginning to heal. Tags from 2nd. Wells throw to 3rd. Beat it. Buck.
It's a great attempt to try to go there. You know, with one out, you want to try to get to third base. What do you think, Harold?
Well, it looks like you got him on the shoe right there, but
wow.
We got the replay. We got the slow down replay at that.
Yankees got 2 runs in the inning. It's 5-zip. Shannon Stewart, Soriano at second.
Well,
How's that?
Hey, Zim just said keep playing aggressive, young man, because you're going to be a superstar. And that's what you got to do when you make mistakes. You got to want the ball and just keep playing aggressively.
Hinske staring. Mondesi gone fishing. Clemens goes 7 in the third. 3 hits, 2 earned, 8 Ks off a rough start. He's back. 6-2 Giambi. Corey Thurman, don't go there. That's a pitch him and ditch him type stuff. And the Yankees end up winning this game, fellas, by a score of 9-2. Blue Jays just seem to be in a whole bunch of trouble now. 3 games below 500. The way the Yankees are playing and the Red Sox. Toronto has outscored 48-22 in their last 6 games. Their pitching, for lack of a better word, is a mess. Where do they go from here? Yankees are 12-8.
Montreal first baseman who was a factor in this game, taking Pedro Estacio deep and gone. Lee Stevens 2-run jack. Expos up 4-2 on his third of the season. Mets get their first 2 on in the top of the 6th, and Bruce Chen, who was traded by the Mets to Montreal on April 5th, gets Roberto Alomar for the second out, and then Mo Vaughn flies out to center. And the Expos win 6-3, take 3 of 4, their 4th series win of the year. So the Twins are in first place, and so are the Montreal Expos, who haven't been in first place this late in a season since 1996. And the biggest opening day crowd was on hand. Biggest crowd since opening day was on hand to see it. 11,672, giving Montreal 49,632 for the first 7 games of a season-long 13-game homestand, nearing that over-under of.
Florida's falling hard, losing 3 in a row, taking on Braves. Furcal taking Olsen to right. Simple.
Might be the best play in baseball, Harold. Triple. Watching a young man go from halfway between first and second to third is something to watch, especially him.
How about this one?
Well, you hit a triple as soon as that ball leaves your bat, because you got an idea where it's going to land and turn it on. You're right. He's very exciting to watch.
Another big story in this one, besides Furcal's 2 early triples, Preston Wilson.
Well, one of the best arms you're going to see in baseball. You see the great fundamentals right there. He knows this is a situation I can throw the ball all the way in the air, and he went after Andrew Jones and got him.
Game stays 3-zip. Wilson.
Now, that's his 23rd K this season. He's on pace for 210. I don't think he'll get to 210, but that's a lot of punch-outs.
Certainly something he'd like to improve on. Here's a fly to right. Sheffield. He also has got a pretty good arm.
Well, not this one.
Kevin Millar running. Javi Lopez trying to block. This is what you got to love about the Marlins and Millar and some of the other guys. He'll knock you over. Lopez lost the ball. Florida down 3-1. 3-1.
Sheffield threw a rope right there, didn't he?
Here's Furcal. He's already got 2 triples. Wilson runs out of room. And Furcal, his 3rd triple of the game. A triple-triple.
It's incredible.
Jason Kidd.
Exactly. That's what they need from Jason Kidd. The Braves take care of the Marlins by a score of 4-2. Top of the order does nothing. The Marlins have been in claims. I mean, they have, what now, 14 of 18 decided by 2 runs or less.
Top of the 4th, Brian Daubach. It is high, it is far, it is wet. 3rd on the year for Daubach. Top 8, Boston up 7-2. Manny Ramirez has just left the building. 5th on the year for Manny. And he's not done. It's 8-2. We go to the top of the 9th. It's 10-2, and Manny comes back for more. Go on. 6th on the year, 12-2 Boston. John Burkett scattered 7 hits over 5 innings to win his season debut. Daubach 4 for 5, broke out of an 0 for 15 slump. The Sox.
Bottom 1, no score, Derek Lowe. Been really their best starter, Michael Tucker, swinging a drive. Johnny Damon goes back and can't get there.
Well, you know, being in Kansas City in a day game, Buck, I know you can attest to this. The ball coming off the seats there is one of the most difficult places to pick up the ball. That's what it looked like on Johnny Damon.
Especially when there's nobody in the seats.
2-0 Kansas City. Now they're loaded. Little redemption. 3, 2, 1. Grand slam, Johnny Damon. 4-2 in favor of the Red Sox. Same score, Jason Varitek, Brian Wekar. And this is what I mean. Popped up in the infield. 4 Royals converge.
Pops it up mile high.
This is not pretty.
This is where somebody's got to take charge. And I think the third baseman was trying to. The pitcher
Well, that's where the pitcher gets out of the way. He grabs one of the guys out of the way and points to somebody and says, it's your ball. He didn't take charge on the mound.
Loaded for Varitek. Tucker diving. Is Varitek another one of those guys like Mike Cameron, Buck, who got a chance and got comfortable?
Well, we forget about what went on in Seattle with him when he was drafted. A lot of people had given up on him, but he's turned into a frontline catcher.
Donnie Sadler, former Red Sox, against Derek Lowe to right. Oh, web gem. Trot Nixon makes the great play.
Look at the difference. Tucker misses it by half a step. Trot Nixon, who's left-handed, makes the play. That's the difference in a lot of runs scored in that game.
Boy, the Red Sox are playing real well, although they are playing the Royals, and people got to sort of temper their comments. Huge Lima time with men on second and third and one down. Well, that's a two-run double. There's a two-run home run, an RBI single, and Lima time is quickly run out of time. 6-3. He's done. No relief. Two-run triple. 2/3, 5 hits, 8 earned. Good night. Higginson crushed deep right center, and that one doesn't stay in the park. This game is tied at 8. Higginson 3 for 5. This was weather that was like 40 degrees with a nasty wind chill, and we're tied at 8. Still tied. Howry against Rivera. Launched. Lofton. Back. Rising. And he reels it in.
He does that as good as anybody in the big league.
Well, two things really working for him here. He's going glove side, which gives him a little more reach. He also gets to the fence in time to know. Some guys get so far into the fence that it keeps them from jumping as high as they can jump. He does.
It looked like the ball almost came through his glove there. Durham to left. Higginson overruns it. One's in. Make it 2. 3. Durham at second, 11-8. And the White Sox go on and win it 11-8. So the Tigers continue their downfall. Poor pitching from Lima. Acevedo didn't do much better.
3-14.
3-14. How did
1982. Chuck Finley tied at 2. In the 4th inning, Jacques Jones brings in Denny Hawking. Twins up 3-2 in the 6-4-2 Twins. Rick Reed against Ricky Gutierrez, Corey Koski to the Gold Glover, Mankiewicz. Big play by the Twins. Top 8, 4-2 Twins. J.C. Romero getting Jim Thome and getting the win. Rick Reed pitched into the 7th after failing to go more than 5 frames in any of his previous 3 starts. The Twins, now in first place, finished an 8-1 homestand while the...
Welcome back, folks. Last time Jose Rio made a start was in July of '95. Last time he won a game in the majors was 5 days earlier. He beat the Cubs that day. How about this Cub lineup? And does that make you shake your head and say, boy, if we kept Luis Gonzalez could be batting in front of Sosa, some pretty good talent there. So Rio is on the mound, being opposed by Juan Cruz. Austin Kearns, yard work, housework, road work. 4-0 Reds. Later, top 2, Wilton Guerrero, a 2 out, and a man on second. Corey Patterson. Whoa! That's got to be one of the toughest catches we've seen this year. That may be a gem. All right, Rio, clearly the story of the game going in. Would it be the story of the game coming out, Harold?
You know what? He had great stuff until he got a little bit tired, but until then, he did a great job. And when you're around the plate, you're going to get good defense behind you, and that was really the difference with Jose Rio. He didn't blow anybody away, per se, but he just had great stuff, and the defense was picking him up.
4-1. Sosa flies out to center to end the inning. 5 innings, 3 hits, and a K. No earned runs. The line of the Shields. To second. There's your final out. 5-3 Reds, and Jose Rio gets the win.
Congratulations, man. That's an incredible story.
Come back and pitch, he said. That's special. And it certainly was. 5-3 the final score in this one. You see that Kearns provided the offense, and Jose Rio doesn't give up an earned run. We'll see if he sticks and how long this... Phillies and the Pirates, Jason Kendall and the rest of them had to wait an hour and 22 to make his return from a concussion he suffered Friday after a rain delay. Skip Wells, Jason Michaels off from first, and they got him. Waberthal got his arm tested as well. Brandon Duckworth, Abraham Nunez off from second. Levy, throw, careful, takes Roland off the bag.
That's a tough play for the third baseman. You know, third baseman's moving. The ball sails by the catcher, Lieberthal. They get him, maybe close out the inning, but I used to love it still third because you put so many things can happen there.
2 batters later, Kendall now focused. He's really struggled so far this season, but you figure he's going to break out of it, and he does here. Burrell misplayed it out there. Nunez, Giles, Rios all come in to score. Bases clearing triple.
Well, if I'm one of the Phillies out there, I'm going to say if a fan touched that ball, that's a double.
It looked that way.
Well, that's what Larry's thinking, but the fan will let him know it's a long way away from the dugout. He didn't touch it. No.
Not me. Not my bad. 9-3, Pirates over the Phillies. Kung Pao computer, full log off here.
Going for a 5-0 start for the 4th time in his career. Top first after a pass ball by his battery mate Damian Miller. The unit gets one past Miller himself. Juan Pierre scores. Rockies up 1-0. Same at bat. The battery gets into rhythms. Todd Zeal looking. Next inning, Benny Agbayani looking. Mark Little swinging. Jose Ortiz swinging. Part of 5 straight strikeouts for Randy Johnson. Bottom 5, D-backs up 5-1. Steve Finley trying to give more support to the big unit, but Mark Little with a huge catch. That's worthy of a second look.
That's a web gem.
No doubt. But Johnson was the story. Top 9. Last out in this game, Todd Helton up with his 12-game hitting streak on the line. And we wish to point out to you how the unit is dialing things up in the late stretches of this game, pumping a 99-mile-an-hour pitch past Todd Helton to end this game. That was pitch number 115. Flat out untouchable. Career complete game number 81. Career
Stadium facing the Padres on Sunday. Bochy booted out of a game recently. He wouldn't last this one either. Phil Nevin takes Ashby to right. 1, 2, 3, no one had it.
Trouble.
As soon as the hands go up, you know.
Oh, you know.
Done. Angelo Jimenez scores. Good hustle by Nevin into second. He's safe. Ray Langford.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Sean Green throwing. Nevins. He's in. No. Boy, it looked like that foot hit home. Mike Winters called him out.
Well, Sean Green, who plays probably one of the deepest right fields in baseball, you'd like to see a little bit better angle here where you can see instead of having to look through the catcher to see which gets there first. Looks like
I think Bochy gets tossed in this situation instead of Nevin because Nevin throws that helmet. He knows Nevin's almost out of the game. I got to get out there and protect him.
Eric Karros couldn't catch up with that. Beltre misses badly here. There's another one. So terrific pitching. Hiram Bukachica the last. Tomko 5Ks through 2. We go to the 6th. Pods are up 2-zip. Oh, no talking on the bus. 2 down.
Tomko went down to AAA last year and found his fastball again. He's exploding the ball mid-90s at times. Great slider. Just got tremendous stuff.
Bukachica. Kruder. Tomko.
Look at my boy Tomko.
Strong as a mule. Are you kidding me? 7 innings, no runs, 2 hits. Bucky struck out 13 in this game.
late life on a fastball, that come-again action that the scouts talk about.
4 of LA's 8 losses this season have been by shutouts. And Tomko